Hello everyone, and in this video we're going to do a quick overview of Atom, which is the program we're going to use to write our code, what all it can do, and then we'll do some basic HTML stuff just to get started. So here we go. Hello everyone, and in this episode we're going to talk about Atom, what all it can do, and then we'll write some basic code to start off with. So first we'll open up Atom, and so you got your welcome screen here, the atom.io, which goes straight to their website, and the welcome guide, which can run you through some stuff and get the shortcuts of everything. But what you'll want to do first is install a package, open installer. Now since we're strictly doing web design, there are two packages that you really need to install. So first we'll type in preview, press enter, wait a couple seconds, and then here comes this one, shows up atom/html/preview. You can tell it is very good because it has hundreds of thousands of downloads. And what this one does is, after you have your code written and saved, you can right click, then go down and it'll say preview in HTML, and then it'll show up here on the right side what it's going to look like, instead of having to minimize Atom, going to the folder and opening up in your web page. It saves a lot of time. Another one that you need to install is called Emmet, E-M-M-E-T. Now you can tell this is practically the one because it almost has 1 million downloads. And what it does, it makes everything so much easier, so much faster. It can change 20 minutes of coding all the way down to 5. So now, after you install both of those, let's just exit out of both of these and get started on a basic program. So we'll go File, New File, and it's going to say Untitled because you haven't done anything. And right down here in the bottom right hand corner you see Plain Text. Click on that and it'll show up, and there's Auto Detect. And what Auto Detect does is it finds what type of code you're using and go straight to that, which sometimes it does not work, and it's better just to do it this way. So since we'll be doing HTML coding, we'll do HTML, and there's all the different ones. I usually just do with HTML Go, so I'll click that, and there it is right there. Now to see how much easier this one is, here's a quick example. HTML, and now that you see it's there, has the green arrow, just press tab, and boom, everything pops up so much faster. I mean, for those who are not fast typers, that just saved you a lot of time. Or you could have manually put open HTML, close it, open \HTML, close. Because right here with the backslash right there, that is closing it off. So everything on the web page has to be between both HTMLs, the beginning and the end. Now the title here is just what shows up on the top of the web page. Like say you go to YouTube and you look at the tab at the top and it'll say YouTube. That's what the title is going to say. So we'll just put title here. And after I usually have one thing started, I like to save it. So File, Save As, and I have a folder called Program. I'll just put it in that one. And since it's the main page, we always put index for it and put .html. which the .html is what file it's going to be. And then click Save. And there we go. Now let's separate out some on the body and let's do a header. Nice simple header. So for that we'll do H1, and since it's already there, press Tab. H1. There we go. It's got to be green, not red. I apologize for that. Then we'll press Tab, and it automatically closes it off. Now if I ever put this is the first header. And let's see, after we put Control S to save it, right click and go down to Preview HTML. And then right here is what your web page is going to look like. At the top, it's not going to say title here. To see that, you'll have to go to where the program is, index. Now it's not .html, the .html is right here showing what type of document it is. So let's double click that. This is the first header, which is what we put in Atom, and title here, right up there in the tab. Just exit out of this, come back to Atom, and let's do a simple paragraph. So we'll put P. Now you can see paragraph right there, and we'll press Tab, and it opens and closes for the first paragraph. Now here we'll put this is the first paragraph. And now since we have Emmet installed, break down and do another paragraph. This is the second paragraph. Now if Emmet was not installed, right here this is the second paragraph would be right next to this is the first one. There would not be a break here. And you would have to manually put the R for line breaker. Tab, and you can see there it went even farther apart. We can just get rid of that because it's not needed. And most people like to show what their website is going to look like, you know, make it look cool. So for the header, people do this in style. Now the style is always done in CSS because it's easier to do. You can do multiple things at one time instead of having to do single styles one after another. So we'll go style equals quotes, and let's make the color of it blue. So we'll put color colon blue, and there you go. This is the first header is now blue. And we can do that with the paragraph as well. Style equals color red, and as you see it turned red. As well as for the second one, let's go with style equals open quotes font family. Now font family is the type of font that you're going to use. Quoted, and let's go with Courier. And you see there the font had changed. Let's go with Control S, save this, and let's see what it looks like in an actual web page. Double click, and there you go. There is that. So let's come back to Atom. Now you can center these as well, and you can do multiples of it one time all in once, but I just like to do one at a time since this is just a demo. Let's go with text align center. As you can see, the second paragraph is now centered in the page. Real basic stuff, and how this makes your website look better. And you can do it by certain pixels, percentages. It doesn't have to be directly center, left, or right. Like that. You could put right, and it all the way goes over to the right side. And those are just some basic things to walk through, and there is much more that will be learned. We will go to more advanced stuff down the road and end up creating our very first website, which we will be doing CSS. We will learn that as well, because that's what we're going to use for all the graphics, making it look good instead of doing style. And say whenever we're doing a CSS and you want this paragraph to be blue, if in the CSS, if you put P color blue, all of the ones that are paragraphs will become blue. So we'll do P1, P1, P2, P2. So now those are both different paragraphs. Now that you see there's P1 and P2, it had taken that line break and put it straight here. So we'll do tab it over and BR for the line break. And if you want another one, BR, you can just get it as far down as you want. Simple stuff. You can do color, the font family, the background, stock color, and make the whole entire background different color, not just white. But moreover, people like to put pictures as their background or designs, which is another thing we will go over done with CSS once we start learning that. So here is all your basic stuff that you first learn. Not much to it, really simple. And that's it for this video.